Hello, in this video we're going to use application Flowy14 to write an algorithm that determines and prints the greater of the values, the area of the square and the area of the rectangle given by their sides. So let's proceed to go into Flowy14 app. Into our dashboard here, we'll proceed to begin designing our flow. To access the commands, click in the upper left corner where it says commands. This opens up a left-hand side menu with all of the commands. You can manually navigate to them or you can use this search option. So to begin designing our flow, you'll always need the start command. Let's add it in. And for the purposes of our today's exercise, we'll need 3 input commands. Then we'll need 2 mathematical commands. If then to check for the true or false result, which area is bigger, the one of the square of or the rectangle, and then 2 output commands for either of the potential results, and then the end command to close it off. So let's begin from adding the input commands. So we need 3 of them. Just type in the word input. It should come up. The input command should come up as one of the first available commands. We'll need it 3 times, so add it 2 more times. And now we'll need 2 mathematical commands. Let's just type in the word math. By default, it comes with a plus sign. While you have the mathematical command highlighted, you can see the options down below here to turn it into. So for today's exercise, we'll need multiplication. So click multiply and you can see that the plus sign has just turned into multiplication, and we'll need a second one of these. And again, we are changing it to multiplication. So now we'll need the if then command for either of the potential results. And we'll need 2 output commands to print of either of the potential results. And once you're ready with the design of your flow, you can conclude it or close it off by adding the end command. So we've designed our flow, and now we are ready to start connecting our commands. So first we need to add a side of the square, and then we need to have that connected to the first multiplication command to calculate the area of the square. So let's click into the first input command. Let's click into the green area, which is the outbound data connector, and that in turn highlights all of the available inbound data connectors. So what we need to do, we need to connect it to both of the inbound data connectors on our first multiplication command to calculate the area of our square. So click both plus signs, click off of the design, and you can see the yellow arrows indicating how your commands have been connected. So next we'll connect each of these 2 input commands into the second multiplication command, which will be the calculation of the area of our rectangle. So let's click into the second input command into its outbound data connector and into the first available inbound data connector on the second multiplication command, and then we'll perform the same exercise on the third input command. Let's click into its outbound data connector and into the second available inbound data connector on the second multiplication command to calculate the area of the rectangle. So now that we have both areas calculated of our square and rectangle, we need to feed them to our if then command and then into their corresponding output for each potential result. So we'll feed the square of area area of the square. We'll feed it here as the false result, and then into the potential output, and then we'll connect the same, we'll connect our triangle, the area of our rectangle, I'm sorry, into the true and into its potential result. So let's click into the first multiplication command, which is the square area, into its outbound data connector, and let's connect it into our inbound data connectors on the false if then command and on the output command. And we'll perform the same exercise for the area of our rectangle. Let's click into its outbound data connector and into the second available inbound data connector on the true false if then command, and into its corresponding output command to print the result. So clicking off of the design, and I am just following, making sure that I've connected my areas properly. All right, so it seems correct. Let's execute the flow by clicking the option run. So we're being asked by our flow to enter the side of the square to calculate its area. Let's choose number 5. All right, and now we're being asked for the first side of our rectangle. So let's choose 5. And for the second side, we'll choose 3, enter. So this is the area of our square, the area of our rectangle, and as you can see, the result has been printed, which is the greater value of these two, which the area of our square is greater than the area of our rectangle. Thank you. That concludes our exercise that using Flowy14, we can write an algorithm that determines and prints the greater of the values, the area of the square or the area of the rectangle given by their sides. Thank you.